1, and go.
All right.
This is the first start of the vlog. Let's see. We got everybody. We got Jacob. We got the we got president. We got people doing over here.
He has a PhD.
We got Chanthony over there doing her thing. She's doing.
She's got these.
Yep. And then we got Penguin over here. This is the start of our 34th annual educational conference. Hey, yo, what's up, guys? How you doing,
Hey,
bro?
what's up?
Bro? Hey, what you doing?
Ping ties some bows.
Bow ties.
Damn, Payne, you pretty good. Not too bad. Look at that.
First, you got to go around. You got twist and turn. And then you got to do backflip.
Ooh, oh, backflip. Do a backflip on stage. DJ did a tutorial.
You tie shoes?
Hey, Nia.
Yes, the MVP. He didn't sleep.
What? No way.
It's okay.
Hey, Eli.
Setting up shop.
Wow, the okay. This is the setup we're doing right now.
I want to give this into.
Don't say when to stop now. This is where the party is gonna be happening. Look at that. Look at this. It's gonna be pretty cool. Hello, guys. Yes. This is where they be practicing.
We have one.
Handheld?
Yeah, we're trying to podium, right? Yeah. Oh. Wait, are we on the podium? Anthony, are we on the podium?
How would you guys be on the
Anthony! Gotcha, we're on the podium.
Did you want us at the podium with mics?
Podium or mics? Whatever you want.
I don't care.
You can be like a performance.
Just go, use that because it's more professional. Yeah. Podium is like you can
But we're gonna be podium
I mean,
It's on.
you could use the wireless mics at the podium.
This is what the front of the stage will look like. Oh my gosh. What's up, child? You excited for this educational conference?
No. I'm only here for a launching pad.
What? Wow.
Who's that? You can check it out.
Oh, I got you, bro.
Oh my gosh. Don't say a word. Isn't this beautiful, guys? This is where they will be entering. As you guys can see. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up?
You just caught me like massaging my joints, bro.
Yeah, this is a vlog. What I say? So subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel.
Dude, I already subscribed.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Say.
Well, good morning. And I noticed I was told to give a very brief speech, so I'll try to make sure that I follow that direction. Welcome to the 34th Annual Education Conference, sponsored by the Hmong Stout Student Organization. This year's topic focuses on family dynamics with the goal of strengthening family ties. Clearly, this is an important conversation and a critical factor in one's success in education and in life more broadly. I taught high school for 3 years and at a university for 13 years, and I know what a difference family dynamics makes in facilitating or challenging one's prospects for success in school. I was very fortunate. My parents and my wife were very supportive of my education, and it was a long journey. It was a
Well, good morning, and thank you for the invitation to be with you today and to share a few remarks. I really do appreciate any time that I am asked to share an experience with our students from marginalized identities, so thank you. And I also appreciate having just come off a number of diversity-related events this past week at UW Stout, and while this isn't an official event in that week, it really does feel like a bookend for me. So I so appreciate that we're continuing the conversation beyond the last event yesterday, today in a really meaningful and important way. I also know that I have the privilege as a white person to not have to think about my white identity every day when I come to Stout to work, where I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to work. And I know that that is not true for those of you who identify as Hmong. You don't have that.
Of our organization. This event is hosted annually where we emphasize and dissect on the different topics within the Hmong community. This year, our theme is Family Dynamics, Strengthening Family Ties. This essential focuses on the relationship between Hmong American parents and their children and how we can strengthen the bond. We simply hope to raise more awareness about the Hmong family dynamics and basically give people an opportunity to learn more about how our community operates.
Moreover, we have invited our keynote speakers to join us today to teach us more about the family dynamics within the Hmong community. She is an associate professor of social work at St. Catherine University, where she teaches courses in group work, social work with small systems, communication, interviewing, human behavior in social environments, and dismantling racism. She also co-founded the Critical Hmong Studies program at the St. Catherine University. She is the author of Staring Down the Tiger, Stories of Hmong American Women. She is also the co-founder of Minnesota Hmong Social Workers Coalitions and Nuchia Hmong Women's Achieving Together. Let's give a big welcome to Dr. Pagar Bay.
And moved to a refugee camp, live on a dirt floor with no clothing, nothing. All her belongings were left in the house. Right, and there was no space for our parents to process that. We didn't have, mental health workers to help our parents understand what just happened to them. Right, so they actually had to deal with it on their own. And so I know that my parents dealt with depression for a long time. So let's think about homeostasis, right? And the disruptions that our own families had to go through, okay, over the last 40 years. Right? And what does that do to people? Right? So the impasse that I just talked about might look like disagreements. Right? Well, you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Why can't you follow the rules? Hmong people don't do it that way. Why are you doing it that way? Why are you bringing shame upon us, right? Okay, all these disagreements around differing values, okay, because your parents are just trying to maintain the family system, okay? So there will be more agreement, more arguments, okay? Also, what might be experienced is more crises in the family system, okay, because of always trying to maintain these norms, right? Maintain homeostasis. Go back to how it was, okay? Why can't we go back to how it used to be, okay? And every change is experienced as a crisis. For example, an adolescent child might engage in behavior patterns that are not accustomed, that the parents are not accustomed to, okay? Then they have a strong reaction, okay? Because they want things to go back to the same. We never did it that way. Why are you doing it that way? That is not normal, okay? Right? Right? Or else one family member might remove themselves from the family, okay? And that's called emotional cutoff, all right? The impasse might also look like resistance, okay? Resisting new information, okay? Resisting change, just wanting to maintain and stay close, okay? And then you'll see coping behaviors that might be positive or negative, okay? You have two people who went through the same exact experience, but they might cope differently, okay? One might start using, drugs, or another might start getting really busy and just working really hard and